All right, so the Titans are taking J.C. Latham, and now on the clock is Atlanta, who can take any defensive player they want in the draft. So hey, let's give it a look-see. Atlanta, I think they were commonly mocked to be the first team to take a defensive player, but the Falcons could also do a little bit of a baby trade back here with Minnesota. Anybody here is capable of trading back. By the way, the Bears, there were reports before the draft that the Bears are open for business at number 9. Maybe a team who wants to get in front of the Jets for somebody. I don't think the Jets are taking JJ McCarthy, but heck, I guess they could. I mean,
they should.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers,
he's old.
All right. I tell you what, Trey Camberling, our guy, is a big Falcons fan. They're on the clock here. They're on the clock. Brett did you? Oh my God, for this for a reason?
Yeah, I got the pick. Holy crap!
What? No,
come on, just tell us what it is.
It's Michael Penix
Jr.
What?
They just sign Kirk Cousins to like $100 million contract?
Wow.
Trey Camberling, get on here.
You know what's crazy? They literally sent their entire staff to Penix's pro day. They literally told us what they were doing, just no one bought into it. That's actually crazy.
Wow.
Wow. What? Trey Mr. Falcon, Trey Camberling.
Wow. I know. I'll give you a spoiler as to what my draft grade is going to be for this one.
Yeah, what's worse than F? I mean, how far down the alphabet can we go when we're talking about?
Get up closer to your microphone, Trey. Get up.
Okay, I gotta say some things. I was fully prepared to come into this and say there's the smart thing and there's the sexy thing. The smart thing, of course, take an edge. Latu would have been my choice. I think it's higher upside there. I like Turner, would have been a good thing. Trade back, get your edge rusher. The sexy thing would have been Rome. Take Rome. Take him, have that other wide receiver, have an unstoppable offense, play the high upside, take Rome. What do the Falcons do? They don't do the smart pick. They don't do the sexy pick. There's a better quarterback on the board, in my opinion, JJ McCarthy. I know in Brett's opinion too. What are you doing? What are you doing? Every year, there's a smart pick out there. It was Penei Sewell when they took Kyle Pitts. It was when they took Bijan Robinson, a couple other players on the board, Jalen Carter on the board, guys they needed, and Bijan's is good, whatever. Guys they needed. They didn't even take the sexy thing this time. They took Michael Penix.
Did Kirk Cousins know this was happening?
I mean, could he get traded now? Is that possible? Is the Achilles really bad? Could it be anything like that? Or is it just
he's old? He's 35 years old.
Yeah, he's younger than Michael Penix.
Lord. He's younger than Oh my God.
Yeah, I love the lag on that. It was like a 10-second delay.
Oh no.
This is like the Jordan Love thing, which Packers fans today are like, oh, everyone thought that was a bad pick. That was a good pick. And it's like, no, you had 2 MVP seasons from Aaron Rodgers. Maybe you could have went to the Super Bowl, won a Super Bowl if you invested in the receiver he needed or another key position. And it's the same thing here.
I see what you're saying, and you're not really talking about the capital, but Jordan Love went with the 26th pick.
Exactly.
This is the 8th pick. The only other team.
Trey, I think
the 8th pick, and he passed up on Brett's QB1 to take his QB5.
I got somewhere to be. I got to go, guys. Have a good one.
Oh, no.
Love you, Trey.
Oh, no, Trey.
Well, I can tell you this. The Falcons have they once drafted a lefty quarterback in the first round. You remember that guy? Michael Vick?
I'm checking right now to see if anyone had Penix to the Falcons in their mock draft.
No way.
There's no way.
Actually, that's not true. I bet you somebody did because of all. They literally sent their entire coaching staff, their entire front office. They sent an entourage of 27 people to his pro day. It was heavily reported, but everyone's just like, oh, whatever. They're not drafting a quarterback.
Dude, I don't get it. Like, look, this might end up now. This is apples. This is a little bit of apples to oranges, okay? Because I remember just absolutely losing my freaking shit when the Eagles drafted Jalen Hurts in the second round, like 3 months after they gave Carson Wentz a massive extension. And obviously that turned out to be a freaking phenomenal pick for the Eagles. And Kirk Cousins is older than Carson Wentz, and is coming off, but number 8 overall. I mean, Brett, let's talk about this, Brett. Okay. Let's talk about the skills of Michael Penix, because from my mind, he threw the ball better than anybody at the Senior Bowl.
Oh yeah, that wasn't even close, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Penix was the best QB at the Senior Bowl for sure. Listen, there was
he still wasn't that good though.
Senior Bowl's tough on quarterbacks in general because you're playing with receivers you never played with. You're using terminology with playbooks you've never had before. Like it is really tough for QBs to shine. I remember the Baker Mayfield year, all of those guys looked terrible at the Senior Bowl, so including Josh Allen. Anyways, Penix, there was a world like literally 3 months ago where people were talking about him as a top 3 pick.
Yeah.
It wasn't until Michigan beat the absolute pants off him in the national championship game where that talk really died down because he kind of choked under pressure. But guy's a really talented thrower of the football for sure. He's more of a one-speed thrower, doesn't have a lot of clubs in the bag, similar to JJ McCarthy in that regard, where he really needs to add a 9-iron, right? Everything's kind of a laser. You know, he's not going to be able to layer the ball in with touch. That's okay right now, though. Accuracy is generally speaking good, and I mean on target accuracy. Ball location's a little off. He does have this weird thing where he opens when he starts moving towards his left because he's left-handed. He opens his gait super weird. His basically his back foot just kind of it drifts off to the left, and that's when he gets in trouble. That's when he starts sailing balls. You see the ball dive on him. But he is a really accurate thrower. He's a good processor. You want a quarterback that's kind of ready to play in the NFL, and he is that guy. Like he full field reads, can get through his progressions. Really, really good at that stuff. The other thing he does well, and this is a trait I value a ton, is his pocket awareness and ability to manipulate the pocket, keep his guys clean, reset with steps and slides, and buy himself time while looking to get the ball to a receiver. That's like elite level stuff. He's right up there with McCarthy as far as that goes. So there's a lot to like about Penix. I just think throw for throw, he's got to get more consistency. He's got to clean up that footwork a little bit, add a club or two to the bag. And then it'll be interesting to see him in like the Washington offense is kind of gimmicky. Like everyone hated Hendon Hooker last year coming from Tennessee because of how gimmicky that offense was. Well, Washington's pretty close to that level of spread where they're pinning receivers to the boundary. They're maximizing space. So it's going to be interesting to see him playing in a normal pro style offense without 3 drafted, highly touted receivers and Roma Dunes, Jalen McMillan, and Jalen Polk.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, people tune in because they want fantasy advice. And so like my immediate reaction to the Michael Penix going top 10 instead of, low end round 1 or early round 2 was that, oh, that's awesome. Like I took him super late in a rookie draft. This is great for me. His value just went all the way. And then I was like, wait, no, it's not, because he's still buried.
He's going to be 28 when Kirk Cousins' contract expires.
That's so stupid.